Have you ever felt the crushing weight of expectations from friends, family, or society, only to realize those expectations don't line up with who you truly are? That's the reality for Sigma males, men who walk their own path, refusing to play the games that most people accept as normal. They make decisions that look cold or extreme, yet these choices are often the key to their freedom and self-respect. Today, we're digging into 10 of the hardest decisions every Sigma male eventually faces. Some will strike you as harsh, but these men know their peace depends on drawing clear lines in the sand. So, what are these difficult decisions every Sigma male faces? Well, in this video, I'll be discussing 10 hard decisions every Sigma male faces in his life. Let's begin. Number 1. Dropping out of social circles that don't evolve. It's a hard truth. Friends you've had for years can become anchors holding you back. Whether it's old classmates who never moved beyond high school rivalries, or a weekend crew that's stagnant with the same old gossip and habits, these circles often suffocate ambition. A Sigma male makes the uncomfortable choice to walk away from people who refuse to grow. To outsiders, it might look like betrayal. How could you just ghost your buddies? But Sigmas see it differently. They value real progress over nostalgia. If sticking around old friends means getting stuck in dead-end routines, it's time to let go. This isn't about being cruel. It's about preserving your energy for goals that actually matter. And when those old friends ask where you've been, you'll know you made the right call, even if it stings for a while. Number 2. Opting to lead from the shadows. Alphas love the spotlight, betas follow the crowd, but Sigma males do something else entirely. They lead without fanfare. They influence decisions quietly, offering insights at just the right moment. Some people admire this from a distance, but others feel confused or even threatened. Why isn't he up front taking the credit? The Sigma sees public attention as a distraction, a magnet for petty drama and jealousy. By operating behind the scenes, he maintains control without the baggage of inflated egos. This choice can be tough because it means turning down the praise and recognition most men crave. Yet, Sigmas find that being the power behind the throne lets them shape outcomes while staying free from the chaos that often engulfs those at center stage. Number 3. Keeping personal achievements private. Picture this. You've worked long hours mastering a skill or building a project, and now you've finally succeeded. For many, that's the moment to throw a huge celebration, grab social media likes, and soak up the applause. But a Sigma male often chooses another route. He keeps quiet. It's not that he lacks pride in his accomplishments. He simply values a low profile. Public celebrations invite prying questions, envious remarks, and a swirl of attention that can derail future plans. Instead, the Sigma quietly moves on to the next challenge, satisfied that his work speaks for itself. To an onlooker, this might seem aloof or even ungrateful. But to the Sigma, it's about safeguarding his momentum and peace of mind. The fewer eyes on him, the more room he has to evolve on his own terms. Number 4. Turning down pleas for extended help. Family or friends might see you as the go-to problem solver, the guy who always picks up the phone, lends money, or offers a place to crash. Over time, though, some people lean on you so heavily they never learn to stand on their own. A Sigma male recognizes when his help is no longer help. It's an enabling crutch. That's when he makes the cut, refusing more bailouts even if it looks heartless. He might say, "I've given you enough support. Now you have to figure it out yourself." This decision can feel brutal because it breaks cultural norms around friendship or family loyalty. Yet the Sigma understands that real loyalty doesn't involve draining yourself for someone who refuses to grow. He knows that if you never stop bailing them out, they'll never learn to swim. Number 5. Deciding if money or meaning takes priority. At some point, a Sigma male might get offered a lucrative job or a golden business opportunity, but it's tied to a soul-sucking environment or a product he doesn't believe in. The question then becomes, is a stacked bank account worth losing personal fulfillment? Many men will chase the paycheck, But the Sigma often does the opposite. He'd rather pour his energy into a meaningful project that aligns with his values, even if it means taking home a smaller check. It's a risky choice, and others might call him foolish or naive. But for the Sigma, the true cost of selling out is too high. Money can always be earned in new ways, but once you sacrifice your sense of purpose, it's hard to get it back. Number 6. Refusing to save someone from self-inflicted troubles. Everyone makes mistakes, but some folks make them habitually and expect others to bail them out each time. A Sigma male eventually hits a wall where he says, "Not my circus, not my monkeys." Whether it's a reckless sibling who gambles away their rent or a friend who repeatedly dates toxic partners, a Sigma decides it's not his job to rescue them from the same spiral over and over again. This might look ice-cold to outsiders because society often romanticizes the idea of endless support among family or friends. But Sigmas see a clear line. If a person won't learn from past errors, stepping in only delays the inevitable and drains the rescuer. By cutting the safety net, the Sigma forces them to take responsibility or face the consequences alone. Number 7. When to burn bridges for good. We've all heard, "Don't burn your bridges." It's usually good advice, unless keeping that bridge open keeps dragging you into messes. Sigma males aren't shy about nuking certain ties if they repeatedly bring conflict, deception, or manipulation. Instead of leaving the relationship on indefinite pause, they shut the door permanently. This is a stark move. It can feel final, like you're discarding a human connection as if it's worthless. But sometimes that's the only way to protect your progress and peace. Sigmas weigh the cost of each relationship. Does it offer reciprocal respect or constant negativity? If it's the latter, they'd rather bear the label of heartless than stay chained to a toxic link that stunts their evolution. Number 8. Denying one last favor. Ever had someone ask, "Just one last favor, man? Promise I won't bother you again." Sigmas know that's rarely the last request. Often, granting that favor opens the floodgates for more demands. So they build a hard rule. Once a line is drawn, there's no going back. That might mean ignoring desperate pleas or tearful phone calls from people who can't take no for an answer. Harsh, maybe. But if the Sigma has already weighed the pattern, seeing that each last favor is just a prelude to the next, he stands his ground. This stance can shock people who assume kindness should have no limits. Yet the Sigma sees enabling poor choices as a moral failure, not an act of compassion. Number 9. Instantly ending interactions that cross a line. Some conversations are worth salvaging, while others deserve a swift exit. Whether it's a heated family debate about your lifestyle or a friend pushing your boundaries with intrusive questions, a Sigma male will hang up, walk out, or otherwise disengage when talk goes too far. This abrupt cutoff can feel extreme. People wonder why you can't just hear them out. But Sigmas know that once certain lines are crossed, disrespect, insults, or attempts at emotional blackmail, continuing the conversation only feeds the drama. They'd rather abruptly end it, preserving their mental clarity. This unyielding stance might label them as cold or unyielding, but it keeps them from getting dragged down by toxic or manipulative chatter. Number 10. Cutting holidays to just a phone call. The final tough choice might surprise you, but many Sigmas decide to drastically reduce their presence at big family gatherings, holidays, birthdays, or reunions. Instead, they'll make a short, polite phone call to acknowledge the occasion, then go about their day. They've likely sat through enough forced festivities to see the hollow routines, tense small talk, or emotional baggage that these events drag up. By opting out, they spare themselves the stress, even if it disappoints some relatives. People may label them selfish or distant, but Sigmas value authenticity. If they're not in a celebratory mood, or if attending means wrestling with old family drama, they'd rather keep their peace and stick to a quick check-in by phone. It's not about despising tradition. It's about guarding mental space in a world that demands too much of it. Sigma males live by a code that's often misunderstood, sometimes even condemned, as cold or ungrateful. But the reality is, they make these tough decisions to protect their independence, mental well-being, and future growth. Dropping stagnant social circles, refusing endless bailouts, turning down hollow celebrations. These moves aren't about cruelty. They're about ensuring the Sigma remains true to himself. If these decisions sound harsh, remember that what looks callous from the outside can be an act of deep self-preservation on the inside. Do you agree with the points I mentioned in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For more deep dives into the Sigma male mindset, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. If you're ready to continue your journey toward achieving greatness, hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Click here to see why Sigma males walk away from family.